I don't have time to do family history.
I'm happy to share my method for working on family history, 5 minutes at a time. The next time you pick it up, you will know right where you left off. Start with one couple on your family tree. It is actually best to start with yourself and work back one generation, one family at a time. For this example, I will show my second great-grandfather, Jens Christian Nielsen, and his family. Create a log for the family. You could call this a research log, but it is not as detailed as a traditional research log. It is easiest to use a word processing program for your log so you can insert information and easily make changes without making a big mess. This is what my blank log looks like. Be sure to save a copy of your blank log as well as your working copy so you can reuse the blank log each time you start working on a new family. At the top of the log, I like to include the name of the father and his birth and death years to identify the family. I also include my own personal information and the date that I worked on this family. Next, list each family member using full names. I also include his or her place in the family, father, mother, and child number. In this family, there are 10 children, so the first child is 1 out of 10, the second is 2 out of 10, and so forth. Sometimes it is helpful to include the family search pin next to the name. Just remember that if you or anyone else does any merging, this number might change. The next important thing is to make a space for each bit of vital information: birth, marriage, death, and LDS ordinances. You could also add census, immigration, draft, and other information that you might find. I like to keep these bits of information in chronological order under each person, so it creates a kind of timeline for each person. Once you have the family members listed on your log, you're ready to go. Let's start searching. We only have 5 minutes. I will start with the father, Jens. Sometimes, if you have limited information, it would be better to start with one of the children. In searching for a record of his birth, I found his baptism or christening record. I attached the record to his sources on Family Search. When you open the source in the source box on Family Search, you can see the full citation. You could copy and paste this into your log, but this will make for a very lengthy log. Instead, I just make a simple note that is clear enough to know what source I found for this bit of vital information. In this case, I included Denmark baptisms with the location and date of baptism. As long as you have attached the full source to the sources on Family Search, you do not need to have a long detailed description here on your log. If you do not find what you are looking for, make a note of where you looked on your log so you won't keep looking in the same place again and again unless new records become available. Make a note of all the name variations you used in your search as well. My relative was born as Jens in Denmark but went by James for the rest of his life in America. I should search for records using both variations of his name. Time's up! Highlight the place where you left off, and the next time you pick up your log, you will know right where to begin again. As you go along, you will find other records. Be sure to add these to the list. This log basically matches your list of sources on Family Search. As you do this, you will begin to see the meat on the bones of your family tree, and you will be amazed at how much you learn about each person. You might even discover missing children, second marriages, or ordinances that have not been performed like I did. You will notice that I found census and immigration records for this family. It is still a work in progress, with notes to remind me what to do. It is also helpful to print a pedigree chart to keep track of which families you have worked on, so you have an overall view of what work has been done and what you still need to do. Can you tell which family I will work on after Jens Christian Nielsen? If you said Martin Van Buren Taylor, you are right. A quick review. Start with one couple on your family tree. Create a log for the family. Include identifying information at the top of the log, including the father's name, his birth and death years, information about yourself, and the date that you worked on this family. List the family members. Search for vital records including birth, marriage, death, and LDS ordinances. Add sources and notes to your log and to Family Search. Be sure to include negative results so you don't keep looking in the same place again and again. When you are finished working, highlight where you left off, so next time you'll know right where to start again.
I can do that.
I hope this helps you stay focused and organized as you do your family history work.